Well, the events that are taking place as we speak on Manhattan Island, New York, are indeed historic. Never before in the history of the USA has a serving or former president ever been served with criminal charges. It nearly happened back in the 1970s with Richard Nixon. He was literally on the verge of receiving a criminal prosecution when he stood down, resigned as president, and was then subsequently pardoned. And you might remember that Bill Clinton got into a huge amount of difficulty over Monica Lewinsky and the lies that he told. He even lied under oath and yet was pardoned. In this case, we're talking about a $130,000 payment, which it is said by the prosecution should have been accounted for as an election expense. But remember, the Hillary Clinton campaign funded illicitly the Steele dossier, which turned out to be entirely untrue about Trump, and they were fined. Barack Obama's campaign misreported funds, received the biggest fine yet seen in American political history. The same happened to Bob Dole, who was a losing Republican presidential candidate. Misspending on his campaign. He received a fine. Can you see where I'm going with this? $130,000 against an election campaign in which $1.6 billion was spent is at most a rounding error. And yet, the very highly politicized judicial system in America has decided to go after Trump. Why they didn't do this back in 2017, 2018 is anybody's guess. Well, you know what it is. They will do anything to stop him running in 2024. They fear, of course, that he might win again. They suffer with Trump derangement syndrome. They literally hate him so much they can't be objective in what they're doing. Now, what we understand will happen at exactly 7:15 UK time. What we understand will happen is he'll be presented with the charges. We understand there'll be up to 30 charges, separate charges, but around this series of payments that were made to the porn actress Stormy Daniels. Trump is expected to plead not guilty to all of them. But think of it like this. This isn't Donald Trump that's on trial. This is due process that's on trial. This is the American Constitution that is on trial. It's America that is on trial. And there are rumors that the judge may even, because these events won't be televised, there are rumors that the judge may even put a gagging order on Trump, or a partial gagging order on Trump, which would mean that after the hearing, when he's free to go, and he's due to fly back down to Palm Beach and give a speech at 1:15 a.m. UK time at Mar-a-Lago. If a gagging order was put on him, he wouldn't be allowed to speak about the prosecution. He wouldn't be allowed publicly to speak about the charges. And if he did, he would then be in contempt of court and could be pretty much immediately arrested. I cannot believe they'd be as stupid as to put a gagging order on him. Because my big fear is this. If you lose faith in your judicial system, if you lose faith in your democratic system, then people get pushed to using means that are outside the norms of peaceful democratic conduct. And that is actually how serious I believe this whole thing is. I worry that if tens of millions of Americans lose faith in the whole process, I worry what the outcome could be for America, for the Western world, and for all of us.